So yesterday, my buddy Richie SH dropped a video covering some of the most recent breaking news for Ashes of Creation, that being that they have hired a new lead game designer to replace the one they lost, like, I don't know, like a year ago or so. During that video, Richie very casually just mentioned that now that Steven should have more time because they've hired a lead game designer, he could spend some time leaking information to the creators and, giving us updates on what might be coming in the future and these types of things. And Steven did. He actually commented in Richie's comment section and let us know, just one word, but let us know what's coming in the upcoming live stream. Now, I'm not mad about this. I'm not upset that, Steven is talking to other creators, Richie and others. It's fine. I'm good. Okay. I'm fine. But I do want to talk about freeholds and what they mean for the players, because I think freeholds are going to be the most casual player friendly system in the game. Most of the systems in the game are going to be tough for really casual players. I'm talking about players who only play an hour or two a day, or people who only play 3 or 4 hours a week, which there are players out there like that, or players who don't really have the competitive mindset and they're not out there to try to be at the top and run the castles and be in the best guilds and do the hardest raids and all these types of things. And there's a lot of those players out there, and there's been a concern for a long time, not within the Ashes community, but people who are on the outside looking in the Ashes community, like, where's my place in this game? Do I have a spot in this game? I have a good friend who's very much like this, and he's asked me that question a bunch of times. What's going to be my point? What's going to be my role? Freeholds I think is going to be the most casual, friendly part of it. Okay, so in case you don't know what freeholds are, there are 3 different types of housing in Ashes of Creation. Freeholds is one of them, and it is the off-node or out-of-city, if you're not really familiar with the node system in Ashes of Creation. It is the out-of-city player housing. It actually is player housing on the world. So when you're running around, you're actually going to be running by people's houses that they have out in the wilderness. And that is going to make location matter. The value of your freehold will be, go up massively depending on the location, or it could go down massively. Scarcity is going to matter because there's only so much room on the map, and I'm sure there's only so many places the freehold can go. So once, all those places are filled up, then the only way to get a freehold will be to buy one from someone else, and then they have to find someone willing to sell and all of those things. That's what it is. It's off-node player housing, but it is on-world player housing. It's not instanced, and almost all player housing and almost all MMOs is instanced. It's not on the world, the game world, and that is one of the coolest aspects of this system. I played Ultima Online for the first time way back in 1999. It might have been earlier than that. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And they had on-world player housing, and I've always wanted to see a game return to that and do it right. There have been a few that have done it, not quite to the level of what UO did, and definitely not to the level of what Ashes of Creation is expecting. So one of the key things about the freehold system is that you're going to be able to put crafting stations on your freehold, and you're going to be able to upgrade crafting stations on your freehold, or put on higher level ones. And potentially you could have a higher level crafting station than the closest node. And if you do that, then you may be able to create an item, a potion, a sword, a piece of armor, whatever, some item that actually can't be created in your area. There's not another node around you that has a high enough level crafting station to do it, and you have it, and you're the only one that has access to it. So then you can corner the market, so to speak, on those items. You can run a tavern from inside of your freehold if that's what you choose to do. There's farming, animal husbandry. Looks like there's some fishing aspects that you can put on your freehold. It's going to be a player housing system that actually matters to the player. One of the things that's really bad about the instanced player housing thing is that you end up with it's so separate. It's like a totally different. It's out of sight, out of mind. You don't even think about it. You go there, you put something in your bank, and then you leave again. You don't ever think about it again. Where with this player housing, with on-node player housing, it's not out of sight, out of mind. It's always there. You're always thinking about it. You're always running by other people's houses. So your house is always on your mind. And then, like I said, the crafting station aspect of that is going to be really huge, and that's going to be where the casual player, the player who's not so caught up in being the best player in the world can actually make some inroads and get some things done and become known on the server. You know, maybe you become known on the server because, you know, somehow you got this one recipe to make this one thing and you're the only one who has it because that node level only existed for a few hours and you just happen to be the one to get it, and then you build up to the crafting station to where you can get it, and now you're the only one that sells, you know, the belt of major kickassery or whatever. These are the types of things that are going to be able to help the casual player. So I really wanted to make this video for the casual player. I want to let you guys know that this is where you're going to get the bang for your buck, so to speak, for Ashes of Creation. And of course, I'm not saying that you guys can't ever go out and compete in castle sieges and stuff like that. I'm just saying on a regular, everyday, day-to-day basis, this is where you're going to find it. The freehold system is really cool, and I cannot wait to get more information about what's coming with freeholds. It's been one of the systems that I have the most questions about and the most anticipation of seeing, but I've known that for a while we're going to get combat, we're going to get all this other stuff. The freeholds are going to come later, and I'm glad that we're finally here. And I just want to repeat that I'm not mad at all that you know, Steven just commented in Richie's comment section. I mean, that's fine. Like, you know, Jalon can just text him, you know, the golden feather, he'll just go on the golden feather anytime he wants to. Narc had to kidnap the guy. Narc had to literally kidnap Steven and take him to a secret underground bunker and put a bag over his head just to get an interview with the guy. He's commenting in people's sections. Other people are texting him. I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine. It's no big deal. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. See y'all in the next one.